Hangin With Hustle. It's my man Daghe.
Yes, sir.
More vibes. Got a few topics with D. So let's start off with we're gonna start with fashion. How about that? Let's talk about fashion, D. Let's go back and talk about your CAC, creative class.
Creative Class was like a company that I started back in 2012 when I just came back to the Bay Area, and it was just some untapped energy and some niggas that haven't linked up together before. And I feel like it was a few worlds that haven't collided together, like the streets and the skateboard and the bike ride and the fixed gear was big, and just the party community and the art community, and I just smashed it all together and made it Creative Class. So it was more so like a flag for all the weirdos that just linked up.
Word. So you did a little bit of modeling and then even design. Like, how did you pick up all this stuff? Like your influences, and how did you figure out how to get the shit done?
The modeling shit, I just started modeling just because I don't know. I just know so many people that create, so they have brands, and then with streetwear, you don't want to have a motherfucker who doesn't represent the company. So a lot of people figured out I represent the company, so they fuck with me. They want me to be visually represent their company. But I don't know. I just kind of like, I love art and I love fashion. So it's like, and I'm not like married to any side of the fashion. I'm just like, I love fashion in its entirety. Fulfillment, fucking finding fabrics, modeling, lookbooks, direction. I just like all of it.
The whole process.
Yeah.
Okay. You tapped in with the music stuff. How'd you get started like DJing?
I started DJing because I always wanted to do it, but then I started making these mixes called the More Vibes mixes, and that's where I got the names from, More Vibes. And I made like 3-4 mixes, and then Cool John was going on tour. And I started DJing. Around the city, like art galleries and shit like that. And then Cool John was going on tour, and then he was like, he needed a DJ. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to do DJ for artists. And then I figured it out. He took me on tour, and shit, it's been up ever since. I just been kind of stepping up. Not saying anybody's lesser, but I just been going up the totem pole.
Leveling up. Yeah. Well, and then see, like, what is More Vibes? Explain that to people who don't really know what More Vibes is.
More Vibes started as, it's like an artist collective. It's like, More Vibes started off as the music mix that I made. That was just the name that I came up with it. Then it expanded. We got Carmina, we got Oxcore, and then it expanded out to a lot of our other friends. We got a couple artists in it, visual artist Larry June is part of it. We got my boy, rest in peace, Quinn. He just died. He's part of a guy. He's from DC, out of LA. But it's just a collection of DJs that were kind of trying to figure it out at the same time.
Word.
And motherfuckers wasn't necessarily letting us in, so we created our own like world around our DJing and the type of DJ we do. And now it's also merchandise. We do merchandise. Everything I do I do it in the name of More Vibes.
Word. So tapped in with the skate scene. What's your connection with the skate scene?
I mean, my connection with the skate scene is probably like, I'm further away from it now than I was, because all my young dudes that used to be fucking skate rats and just around, they doing things now. You know what I'm saying? They going pro, and they've solidified themselves, so they too busy. We're all too busy to be around each other. But skating is just what I came up on. Like, I wasn't never a heavy skater, but I'm from the streets. But I always seen that, and although it wasn't something that coming from Oakland back when I grew up, it wasn't something that you like niggas just hopped into. But I always seen myself in that, and I always bought Spitfire, and I don't know why. It was just like affordable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's drip, and it always costs $25. It always costs dub, and I just have a high level of respect for the skate culture, because it's like, niggas, it's the only thing that's damn near integral.
Right.
In fashion.
How'd
you know what I'm saying?
So, who are your favorite skaters?
My favorite skaters is just the shit niggas, hip hop niggas. Like Terry Kennedy was one of my favorite skaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even give a fuck about people I give a fuck about. I'm not into like, I like illegal civilization. You feel me? I like young niggas that I'm attached to. Like, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like.
How do you feel about? How juiced are you about Lil Dre turning pro? Because Daghe's also worked with him, DJ and artists.
Yeah, man, that's how I really got back into the scene, back in the skate scene, because I just took Lil Dre under my wings and I introduced him to the world of music and the hip hop world and like the behind the scenes of everything. So I used to take him to all the shows, all the concerts, him and Lil Kev, and I just exposed them, and they was like the leaders of their community, so they put all their homies on, and it kind of gave them confidence, like, nigga, we little men, you know what I'm saying? All these young niggas all the young skaters in the city in Oakland, they start walking around like they young men and start, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we in this bitch now.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They start looking at us like,
I forgot, not because I don't fucking toot my horn, realize how much of a fucking influence in this skate scene with these kids. Like, I help open a lot of their doors for like these kids, and then like it's just rad to see all these kids like flourish, blossom on their own without me, you know, and being a part of it. You know, I'm always gonna be a part of this shit because I see them and, you know, give them their props. But it's just so crazy to see these kids figure it out and develop on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I love it. Like I'm so proud of Dre. I'm just still like a big brother, and like so I'm always scared. Like, don't get weird. Not on me. I don't give a fuck, but don't let it change you. I don't even know what it means to be GoPro. You feel me? Necessarily, I don't know how much your pockets change, but Dre
it all depends on who you ride for. These sponsors, you got the right ones.
Yeah, so if he got the right ones, I don't really know the company too well. I'm not familiar with it, but that could be a good look. It could be a company that I don't know that's gonna give him the bag or give him extra attention or let his ideas flourish. But I don't know. I'm just a big brother, so I'm always just scared. You feel me? But I'm proud. But I'm always like, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? But I know it's for the good. I just care about my niggas. You feel me? So I'm always like,
there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, and then we're going to keep it too long. So what projects you got? Upcoming projects you got coming up? You want to talk about?
I got more merch coming. I'm on the health and fitness shit right now. Well, not forever, pretty much. And I'm doing these runs with black people and getting them active and, you know, making them aware of their body and like maintaining themselves. What else I got going on? I'm doing this. I got the Spotify and Apple Music playlist called Slap Shares because I just be having all the new music that ain't coming out. So just building that platform. Keep dropping these more vibe mixes. I'm not really DJing too much right now. I'm just being rare. Like, I'm just chilling out, trying to start businesses, and shit, I got this thing that we have to fucking do ASAP, and I've been catting on it, but it's a Paint the Town shit with Hustle Occupy Skateboards, which is a full give back. But right now, bro, I'm just taking the time to like really get in the community, get this money, not live outside of like the lights and all the industry and all the entertainment and taking
all the fucking fame, glitz and glamours, they say.
All that shit, like this whole COVID shit,
it woke a lot of people up.
It woke a lot of people up, and it just made me realize how much shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I feel like, and I really appreciate that shit.
Right.
So
It checked everybody, put everybody, and leveled the playing field for a lot of motherfuckers.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers have to really. It shows who got to hustle and who don't.
Yeah.
It really, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I love about this whole shit.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, nigga, what? Like, cause all of my life, I really feel like I'm a high level creator. You know what I'm saying?
And it has, this whole shit has brought us both back to, like, feeling like, you know what I mean? Like, high level again. Like, and other people are giving us our fucking credit. You know what I mean? Like fucking Nori said his show, fucking giving niggas their roses while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but here's the thing, though. And this is the thing about leveling the playing field. Is like, for me, a lot of times I create my competition. So I inspire a lot of people in my community and like outside my internet community, I inspire a lot of niggas and they create my competition. But everybody knows, you might know Hustle, and you might know this pizza box right here. So you're not gonna, you don't give a fuck about the source. You don't give a fuck about who's the master of it. You give a fuck about that pizza box because you went to high school with that pizza box.
Right.
You went to high school with Hustle, so you're gonna gravitate to that. So it's not going back to the source and the true creatives and haven't got the issue in a while because it's oversaturated by the people who are inspired by the nigga. You feel me? So in times
it's too many fucking clones.
Yeah, it's too many clones, but in this age we don't give a fuck. We'll follow the clone. You know what I'm saying? So
people get lost. They get lost.
A time like this is like, oh, I'm a real shark. Like I'm a real gorilla. So it's like for me, it's like it's hard, but it's also fun because I know like the coast is clear.
I know it's like I got to tell my chest. We embrace the struggle. You have to.
Yeah.
Like most people don't. Everybody wants to skip the steps to get to that, to level up, but nobody wants to, take all the steps.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to take the steps.
Yeah. So it's a cool. I mean, it's a bad time, but it's a very inspiring time for me. Like I'm about to go crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm not. I don't know. Like the whole world, all the DJs are like scattering to DJ on live and do Zooms. Like I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm gonna wait till it comes back and I'm about to kill it.
Word,
like,
man.
Until that, I'm chilling.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get it down. I'm gonna say thank you, Daghe, for sharing your shit.
Yeah.
The culture for the culture.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best.
All right.
I know you're gonna